Good morning, angels. My name is Ebony, and in this video, we're going to go over the spiritual significance of snakes. Why snakes are popping up in your experience. Why you're hearing people call people snakes. Why you're seeing images of snakes. Why you're pulling a snake card in your readings. Why you just feel drawn to that energy, or that energy is drawn and attracted to you. So if you've been dreaming about snakes or seeing snakes or afraid of snakes or something, snake energy is really active in your vibe. We're gonna delve into this because the snake energy has really been active. This is my dragon blood sage that I'm burning here. It's a very powerful smudge stick that is appropriate for the energy of this video as well. Every time I think about the snake energy, I think about the story of the woman and the snake. So there was a woman who saw that a snake had been hit by a car, and she picked him up and she nursed him back to health. And then he bit her and he injected his poisonous venom in her. So as she's on her deathbed, she's like, after all I did for you, why me? Why me after all I did for you? And he said, you knew I was a snake when you picked me up. I always revert back to that story. Like, you knew he was a snake when you picked him up. Okay? You knew he was a snake. 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 Okay? You knew he was a snake when you picked him up. Period. Alright? So always remember that. As we go through this video, a smart man will tell you to watch out for the snakes. A wise man is going to tell you, understand you in the jungle. They everywhere. Okay? So this is not like a cautionary video. Like, the energy is really different for me right now. So one of the main energies that the snake brings you is the energy of transformation. And that's because they shed their skin so many times. And they remind us that we have to shed. We have to shed and release things that no longer serve us as well. So usually I only really focus on the positive aspects of my videos. Y'all know that. I'm really I only want to focus on one thing. But this video, I have to really address both. The evil, satanic, demonic sides of the snakes as well. Because for one, we all have them. Every single person has them. That's why shadow work is so important. Because we do all have a light and a dark side, period. They spew venom. That venom can kill you. However, it's also an antidote. They're close to the ground, which may represent you need to be grounded, but it also represents the underworld. So basically, I'm not even going to try to convince you that seeing a snake doesn't have any evil connotations to it, because it does. It's a wake-up call. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to spend the majority of this video talking about that, though, because we still have to choose our vibration. Now we need to figure out, first of all, why we attracted that energy. You know what I'm saying? Which means we got to delve into shadow work, and we have to really take a honest look at ourselves. Why do we attract this energy? Why do we allow it to stay so long? And how to heal and move, what areas of our life we need to heal, because it also represents healing and transformation. Even if you do have a little bit of negative energy, damn, I don't like this, or they got you, they bit you. You get what I'm saying? They got you for whatever reason. This is just a sidebar. When you are divinely guided and connected, evil have no power over you. The weapons will form. They're going to form. They don't prosper. Okay? You always have to remember that. Like, they'll form, they're not going to prosper. And the beautiful thing about snakes is that if they show their head, you can kill it. if they show their head, you good. That's the beautiful thing about snakes. And they're going to show their head. So it may be a wake-up call. It may be because they are evil. They sneaky. They liars. They're manipulative. They're vile. And they're tempting. They want to distract you from your purpose as well. You know what I'm saying? But they also invoke healing. Now, if you look at any type of medical symbolism, it features two snakes intertwined on a rod. So they also represent healing, okay? Any contrast, any negative situations that you go through, it is always trying to invoke some type of healing. Anything negative that happens to you is always a positive reason. Something's going to be birthed through this. Like, it's always for a reason. So there's some transformation, there's some healing that needs to take place some kind of way in your life. Snakes are also linked to secrets, fertility, which is why they represent the medical community. So it's not all bad. It's not all bad, okay? That's what I keep reminding myself. Like, that's why I created my self-love course, because I'm like, what is it? Like, it's something with me. Like, so they are popping in your experience, slithering. They are slithering in your experience to wake up or invoke some type of healing. Like, so now you're in a transformative state. What type of healing do you need? Is it emotional? Is it mental? Is it physical? Is it financial? Is it a spiritual healing? Like, you gotta really ask those questions to yourself, because one thing the snake not gonna do to us is make us bitter. It's not. Like, it's not going to make us bitter. It's not going to make us angry. It's not going to hurt us, because hurt people hurt people. That's not us. Okay? The snake energy is active in our vibe because there's something that we need to transform and heal. And it's up to us to heal that. So now you have an opportunity to peel back some layers that no longer serve you. Now you have an opportunity to shed some things in your life that need to be gone. Now you have an opportunity to be reborn again. Now you have an opportunity to transform. Now you have an opportunity to grow into something new. The snake is reminding you to distance yourself from people that are harming you. Distance yourself, okay? If they're hurting you in any type of capacity, it's time. This is reminding you. It's obvious. Like, don't give people this long list of things and times to play with you. If they hurt you, let them go. Like, they're not capable of loving you properly. So it's okay to shed that part of your life. Okay? That's what the snakes are reminding you. Like, okay, let them slither on now. Let them slither. Let them slither on somewhere else. Okay? You're moving on to a new transition in your life, and your angels support you in that. They're supporting you every step of the way. Okay? They're supporting you every step of the way. You're good. So if you see the snake's eyes, like, that could be a message from the spiritual that somebody is, somebody in your personal space, in your business, okay, being nosy, somebody's dishonest around you. They're a snake. Okay, somebody's being dishonest. Somebody is being mean to you. Somebody is doing unkind things to you. They setting you up. They trying to hurt you. They're trying to harm you. Like, don't sit there and let them do it now. Come on now. Don't sit there and let them do that to you. At some point, you have to be smart enough to be like, okay, this is a snake. Like, I don't like them that much. I don't like them that much now. So they're letting you know that you need some alone time. You need to spend time alone. You need to be by yourself. You need some psychological privacy. Like, you need alone time with your own thoughts. Like, you don't need anybody. Oh God, just touching my temples, I feel so violated. You need alone time. You need a long time, like, to be with your own self, your own thoughts. There's a great luxury in solitude. Snakes are also symbols of protection because they're really not aggressive unless provoked or unless you back them in a corner. It's a message you need to protect yourself. The first way to protect yourself is to have boundaries. Set boundaries for yourself. Okay? Because if not, people will violate those. And if you don't have them set, then they don't know when to stop. You don't even know when to stop because you don't have any boundaries. So that energy is reminding you to sit down and think about and state what your boundaries are. Personally, emotionally, physically. Like, what are your boundaries? What are you not going to deal with? Snakes are also very rare because they are one of the few animals that can live in land and in water. So that represents your ability to travel between dimensions. And you also got to be very careful because, as I said before, by them being grounded, they can be part of the underworld too, a dark energy too, okay? Because remember, the devil pay you for doing his work too. The devil pay you for doing his work too, all right? So just because you're getting gifts and accolades and awards and cash, remember that. The devil pay you for doing his work too. So always make sure your heart is pure. Pay very close attention to how you are using your energy when you see snakes or you're dreaming of them. Pay attention to who you got around you, what you're thinking about, how you're feeling, things like that. Because that's what snakes tune into. Energy. They rely on vibrations. So you need to pay attention to what's happening around you. Pay attention to people's energy, okay? Because they'll always show you who they are. People will always show you who they are. All you got to do is pay attention. And you definitely need to pay attention and study your enemy because your enemy is studying you. I promise you that, all right? Don't just sit around and be around some snakes. You need to study them because they definitely studying you. It's time to make some positive changes in your life, okay? What we're not going to allow the snake energy to do is poison us and turn our heart cold or hard or let that dark energy be a cloud over us. Because the thing about energy, and if you think about the light switch, like you don't have a dark switch. You got to turn the light on, and that's what gets rid of the dark. Okay? The dark can't penetrate the light. It can't. You feel me? You got to turn the light on. So we always got one up on them. Love always wins, the highest vibration you could ever emit. And that's what we gonna focus on. Okay? That's what we are supposed to do. That's our mission. You understand? So there's something that attracted you to this energy. Find out what it is. Heal that internally. And then you will be able to create the space for the new. Because that's, like, it's all about transforming. Transformation and healing. That's the main vibe of that. So think about the poisons that you have in your life. Evaluate them. What is really holding me back? What is really keeping me in this space? What's your strongholds? Identify your strongholds, okay? Identify your poisons. Identify your threats, and then you're going to take the right action. Like I said, if it show its head, you can kill it, all right? So once you identify and acknowledge the snakes. You know how to handle it. You know how to handle it. You're going to be amazed at how many positive things, and it's not going to take long. It's not going to take long. You're going to be amazed at how your life turn around, how things begin to blossom for you, how things begin to manifest for you. So many blessings once you identify those snakes and those threats and those poisons and those strongholds, and you release them. So angels, I hope that you got a divine message by watching this video. I hope you got some clarity. I hope it's very clear who the snakes are in your life, why the snake energy has been popping up in your experience. I want you to know that your intuition is real. The price you gotta pay for ignoring those intuitive nudges is too great of a price. You don't want to do that. That's what your intuition is for. Okay, that's why it's popping in your experience. If you seeing snakes and you know you around a snake, you know you laying up with a snake, you know you eating with a snake, you know you talking to a snake, you know you chilling with a snake, stop it. Okay? This energy is provoking some type of healing. Take the time you need to heal. There's a great luxury in solitude. You can cut them off. Okay? Focus on you. The only person you're gonna be with at the end of the day is you. Something so much better is always gonna come. All right? I love you. Always lead with love. Like literally, always lead with love. The snake energy is calling you to do some type of healing or transformation, and you can do it with me. Okay, I created a self-love course. I'm always going to focus on the love vibration and focus on healing, like for real, healing your hurts. Okay, because the blessings that come from really leading with love are immeasurable. Like this little energy it doesn't compare. So we have to keep our heart pure. My self-love course is going to help us do all of that. Click the link in the description. Let me know what your experience with the snake energy is in the comments. I love you. And I'll be back. Until the next video.